Good morning, children. So, we are studying chapter number 5 Composition and Structure of the Atmosphere. Till now, we have studied layers of the atmosphere and difference between weather and climate and the air pressure. So, in today's class, I am going to discuss about wind, temperature, and precipitation. Let us study about wind. Winds are horizontal movements of air caused by temperature changes, which in turn cause changes in air pressure. Air pressure increases when temperatures are low and decreases when temperatures are high. So, children, we should know the direction of the wind. In which direction wind blows? Wind blows from regions of low temperature and high pressure towards the regions of high temperature and low pressure. So the coastal regions enjoy cool sea breeze. Why? Because air blows towards the hot land during the daytime. So children, at the daytime, wind moves from sea to land. So land faces hot breeze. But at the same time, cool sea breeze flow at the coastal regions. But at the night time, it is reverse. Land cools down much faster than the sea, and the air over the sea is thus warmer and lighter. The warm air above the sea rises, and thus the pressure over the sea is lower than the pressure over the land. So air from the land therefore blows out towards the sea. So this is called the sea breeze. So children, it is necessary to learn about the direction and the speed of the winds. Wind is described or named after the direction from which it comes. A south wind blows from the south towards the north. An east wind blows from the east towards the west. So wind direction is determined by an instrument called wind vane, and wind speed is measured with an instrument called anemometer. The most common type of anemometer is the cup anemometer. An anemometer consists of 3 or 4 cups attached to a rotating shaft. So children, you can see in this picture there are 4 cups, 3 cups attached to a rotating shaft. When the wind blows, the cups and the shaft rotate. The shaft is connected to a meter similar to a car's speedometer, which shows the speed of the wind. So children, when the speed becomes extremely high, as in the case of typhoons or cyclones of Asia or hurricanes in the Americas, they can cause widespread damage and destruction. So children, this is a cyclonic winds. Now, winds can be classified into 4 categories. They are permanent winds, seasonal winds, local winds, and variable winds. Now, what are permanent winds? Permanent winds, the winds that blow from the permanent high pressure belts towards the permanent low pressure belts, maintain their directions of flow throughout the year. So they are called permanent, or we can say planetary winds. And further, permanent winds further divided into trade winds, westerlies, and local winds. And this is second one. It is a seasonal wind. It blows in a fixed direction during a particular season, but the reverses direction with the change of seasons. So monsoons are the examples. Monsoon winds are the example. Monsoons are like land and sea breezes on a large scale, and they are mainly associated with the southern and southeastern Asia. And the third one is local wind. Local winds are confined to a small area and have certain characteristic features of their own. Examples of local winds are Lu, which are hot, dry season in the northern plains of India. And the fourth one is variable winds. These winds occur when cold air meets warm air. Their occurrence varies with the time and place. Cyclones and anticyclones are the examples of such winds. Now moving on the next topic, which is temperature. Air temperature of a particular place denotes the degree of hotness and coldness of air at that place. So children, how it is measured? Temperature is measured by the instrument called thermometer. So you have already observed thermometer and it is found in your home also. Thermometer, it is a glass tube which is sealed on one end and has a bulb on the other hand. The lower part of the glass tube and bulb are filled with the mercury. The Celsius thermometer shows 0 to 100 degree of temperature and the Fahrenheit thermometer shows 32 to 212 degrees of temperature. So you can observe thermometer at your home. The temperature is usually measured in degrees Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. So there is a difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit. You can see in this picture, Celsius scale of temperature was invented by Anders Celsius. He was a Swedish astronomer. And Fahrenheit scale of temperature is named after Daniel Gabriel at Fahrenheit. On Celsius scale, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius and freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. On Fahrenheit scale, water boils at 212 degree Fahrenheit and freezes at 32 degree Fahrenheit. This is the Stevenson screen, and what is the purpose of using it? It is used to measure the temperature of the moving air. It is a wooden box where thermometer is kept to calculate the accurate temperature. To reflect away the bright sunlight, the surface of the box is painted white. It allows the free movement of air but protects the thermometer from the direct sun rays. It is placed in an open place at a height of 1.5 meter. In this wet ventilated wooden box, the barometer, the wet and dry bulb thermometer and other thermometers are placed. So children, these are all you can see in this picture. Liquid state that falls on the earth's surface. Precipitation can take several forms. Rainfall occurs when droplets present in the clouds become too heavy to remain suspended in the air and fall down on the surface. So when warm, moist air cools, it condenses to form thick clouds, which bring rainfall in the form of large drops of water. When the drops are small, it is called drizzle, and the rainfall is measured with the help of an instrument called rain gauge. This is the structure of standard rain gauge. It is placed in an open and level place 30 centimeter above the ground and away from the building's entries. It has a metallic graduated cylinder with a broad base and rainfall is measured in millibars, centimeters, inches, etc. Data collected from the rain gauge is used to calculate total daily rainfall and total annual and mean annual rainfall. So this is all about today's class. I hope you understood about all these topics. Children, read the chapter also. Thank you.